Hey everyone, I am coming to you from right outside our cabin. We're staying at Parkside Cabin Rentals, and the name of the cabin is Rippling Waters, and I wanted to give you a tour of what it looks like. It's a great place to stay. Here's the driveway coming in. As you come in, we'll go down. It's a little bit of a steep drive, but not too bad. Around these parts, it's great. This is our, right here, the house that you're looking at is actually a separate entity of the cabin. So it's got a couple of bunk beds and things like that. It's got a video game in there and a bathroom. So at least 2 people can stay in there, maybe even 3. And this is our cabin. And we are right on the banks of the Little Pigeon River. So I'm gonna show you that here in just a minute. It's got great parking area, so if you had several vehicles, I'm kind of taking up the middle of that, but you could actually park several vehicles along in here. This is the front of the cabin, the front side, and this is where you enter. This area right here is a screened-in porch area, which is a great place, as you'll see in here. And it has, there's of course a pool table. One of the things that I really love about is that they've really captured, you know, some neat nostalgia from the Smoky Mountains National Park. There's a huge map. These were actually in the park, which is what was, you know, really neat to me. They retired those signs, and then Parkside Cabin Rentals acquired that. So it really gives you a feel for the area that you're in. And it's a big area. There's lots of room to sit, and fun for the kids as well and adults. So I'm gonna go in here real quick. All right, and this is inside our cabin. You walk in and there's a dining room right here.
You know, a little thing. It didn't seem like a big deal, and maybe it wasn't. But the problem is,
this cabin has 2 living areas. Hey guys. So this is the first living area, and the kitchen overlooks that. We'll get to the kitchen here in just a minute. And then there's a separate living area over here, and both areas have TVs, which is really cool. And there's a double-sided fireplace as well. Some of the furnishings just really makes you know that you're in the Smoky Mountains for sure. And again, there's some photos throughout of the park. One of the things I love is this bear skin that's right up here. And really a cool touch that they've done is these rocks. And we're probably gonna do one of these as well. For people who have stayed here, instead of having a guest book, they sign a rock, and I thought that was really neat. So we'll start up here in the kitchen. We're actually cooking breakfast right now. Say hi.
Hi.
It's got this great island. 4 people can sit at that island, and it's got a full kitchen, which is nice. We just made bacon in the oven. What are you making? Oh, it's scrambled eggs, okay. I thought it was like egg soup. Sorry, and granite countertops, which is really nice. It's got a full refrigerator and freezer here, and it has a second sink, so if you're doing any kind of like cutting up salad or vegetables or anything like that, you've got another sink right there. We'll continue on our tour. There is a washer and dryer right here in this cabinet. It's a full washer and dryer, so it's big enough for big loads. And this is one of the bathrooms here. This is adjoining a bedroom. It has a tub and a shower combination. And again, granite countertops throughout. This is the bed. Of course, it looked much nicer made when we came, but we're actually living here, so You can kind of see how big the bedroom is. It has its own TV. Each bedroom has its own TV and its own bathroom. And it's got a decent sized closet. You've got enough room to put your clothes away, or your suitcases, all of that. Come out of here. There's not really a master bedroom. I don't think, I mean, any of those bedrooms could be used as a master, but this one is, to have the lights on, sorry about that. This one is what we're using as the master bedroom. And these are king size beds, by the way, so lots of room. There's nice dressers, and all of them have this rustic cabin look to it. You guys, this is a awesome cabin. And in here, take you in here and show you, there is a walk-in shower. And it's a big shower. Granite countertops again. It also has its own little sofa. We're not really using it, but except to collect our clothes on. And then there's another bedroom across from here. And that's the front living area and the kitchen. And in here you have this bedroom, another TV, and this one. And the last bedroom, both of them look out over the backside area, which is where the Little Pigeon River is. This also has its own closet, and then it has its own bathroom, and it has its own shower, which is nice. Nice big shower. All right, so let's continue the tour. We're gonna go outside now, and this is out the back door. And so the patio or the porch area is huge. Look, got games out here too if you want to play more games. This is the covered porch area, and it overlooks the Little Pigeon River is down there. I'll show you in a minute. And then there is also the fire pit area. Over here you've got more seating, and these are rockers, so it's really nice just to be able to sit out here and enjoy the view out back of the forest. You can hear the river. I don't know if you can hear it on here, but you can hear the water going over the rapids. And there is a cabin over here to the side. It's not terribly close, and it's still semi-private, which you have here. And then of course this is the hot tub. Sorry, I don't have it open. Well, everybody knows what a hot tub looks like. All right, I'm gonna come down here. One thing that I think is just like the most awesome part of this cabin is this area down here. You have a fire pit. We had s'mores out by the fire. We'll probably do that again tonight. And then this seating area, this deck actually overlooks the river, which is really clear. Water, I mean, you can see the rocks under the water. It's just a beautiful part of the river. The rapids are up here, and there's a stairway, and if you have little ones, there's a gate that is right here, and so the kids can't get down without you, but there's a stairway that takes you right down there to the water, and we'll go down there here in a second. But I just wanted to show you how clear this water is. We swam in this area, and this is, if you have little ones, this is pretty deep right here, but there's some other shallow spots out here that aren't quite as deep. And so it would work for, you know, as long as you're keeping an eye on your kids or what, it would work for that. Let's go down here. So here's the little latch. Stairway's kind of steep, so you definitely want to hold that handrail. I just love how natural everything is. There's lots of rock and stone and trees. And the stairs continue right here. You can see it's so clear right there. I can see all the way to the bottom. That's about, I'm guessing, about 7 to 8 feet right there. There may be some deeper holes out in here, but you have a nice swimming hole right here. You can float on inner tubes. It's not, today it's not too rapid, but there are times, I'm sure, where the water would be up higher than this. There's the rapids. I'm walking on a little sidewalk. It's like a cobblestone sort of sidewalk that's here. Oh, look, there's a little lizard running up the wall there. There's the back side of the deck. And this area is nice to be able to get right in here. Sometimes I'm sure the water comes right up here to the edge, but you can walk out and you have lots of places to swim up here. And if you bring your inner tube, which the kids, we did buy them some inner tubes. They actually floated down this yesterday, so you can kind of have fun going up and down the river. Now this is the next door neighbor cabin. This is their landing right here, but I'm gonna step up on this rock and show you what it looks like from up here. And look down in the water and see some minnows swimming around there. There's a bridge right up there. If you can see that bridge right there is what takes you over to this side of the river. That little, it's a 1-lane bridge, but it's big enough. We were driving a rental car, was a GMC Yukon, and it's big enough to get across that with something like that. There's a cabin across the way there. We haven't seen anybody at those cabins, but it's just a beautiful area here. We definitely would come back here. But we had 5, but that cabin would sleep quite a bit more possibly than that. I would say, I think it's like, I think they said 5 to 8 or maybe up to 10. And I'm not sure on the accommodations on that other bunkhouse, if that is included in the rental or if you have to pay more for that bunkhouse that I showed you. I would highly recommend it. The cabin is, what I understand, is new to the Parkside Cabin Rentals. And so they acquired it, and they've actually updated it, put a lot of modern amenities, and they have actually added on to the cabin and made it bigger than it originally was. So I think you'll find that it's a great place to bring your family and stay. We'll kind of head back up here. We were looking for small sticks last night to kind of kindle the fire, and there was an area right over here. All of that, they're just little sticks and stuff that we were able to find and get that fire going. You might need to do that. It's kind of a, you know, kind of a wet climate here, and some of that wood, I believe, was a little bit wet, so it was kind of hard to start it. But we also don't start fires very often, so I'm sure if you're watching this and you've done that before, you probably know all about that, more than I do. But all in all, this is just a wonderful time that we've had. We'd definitely come back here, and I would highly recommend it. I'm gonna walk around this side of the cabin just because you haven't seen too much over here. It's got a big grounds area. And, you know, if you were playing like frisbee golf or something like that and kind of made up your own game, you could play that. Here's more of the cabin. It's got the shake style shingles on the side there. All this great river stone that's here. And you got a little bit of forest right there going all through that area. So the next cabin is a little bit further away. You can see it way over there. So it's quite a ways from us. I'm going to show you in the guest house here, or where the extra beds are. Hang on just a second. And they all have these locks on them, which is just a combination. Okay, so in here, open that up. You've got 2 bunk beds, and I don't know if this is a sleeper sofa. I'm thinking it doesn't have a sleeper sofa, but at least one person could also sleep on that, I would imagine. And it's not real big in here, but you know, a couple people could easily fit in here. This is what is awesome. This video game has hundreds, and I do mean hundreds. There's like 1,000 video games on here. I'm toggling over, just using this, just toggling over and showing you how many of these, but I played, see, there's Donkey Kong 3, all of that. You can play any of those games on this, but yeah, it goes all the way up to like 1,000. Yeah, 999 games right there. And it has its own TV out here. If you're coming here, I don't know that they have satellite. So if you have like a Roku, or if you have a Fire Stick is what we brought, and you can actually watch your own different things that you have, you know, on for the TV. Honestly, you're not probably going to be in the cabin all that much. And it has its own bathroom here and a shower. All right, so we'll go back out of here. There is an air conditioner, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Cabin has central heat and air, and this here is both a heater and an air conditioner right there. You've got lots of room to have all kinds of fun here. So overall, I think this was a great place to stay for your family. You probably want to book it early, because they do book up at these. This is a nice little area. It's sort of east of Gatlinburg along Highway 321, I believe is where it is. And so that is out probably about 7 miles outside of Gatlinburg. And it's just a real easy area to get to. It's right along the Little Pigeon River. It's across from Greenbrier. If you're familiar with Greenbrier, this area here is called Emmert's Cove. And there's a very old cemetery up there. The graves, some of them date back to the 1700s, which is amazing. And it's right on the banks of the river as well. There's also a covered bridge out here, and I can't show you the video of it or whatever, but the covered bridge is a cool spot to take pictures. And so it's just a really neat area, and you're not too far from Gatlinburg. Just wanted to show you on the way out of this video, these really nice blooms that you've got here. I think it's rhododendron tree. Those of you from Tennessee will probably know what it's called, but there's a lot of this through the park, and they're just, the blooms are amazing on there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you to be able to see, where you might want to stay. But I would recommend Parkside. We stayed at just across the river back there at a place called Riverside, and that was several years ago, and that cabin was not available, but this one was, and so we were able to try it out. But I would say, they are a great company. We've rented with them a couple of times, and their people are really top-notch. They really care about what they do, and so I think that I would definitely recommend them if you're going to be staying in the Smokies, anywhere around Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, all of those places. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.